Right now at 5, the UW-La Crosse campus reacts to anti-Semitic messaging chalked on campus streets.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Amy is in Madison for the upcoming governor's debate. Well, students at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse are speaking out against what they call hateful comments. The comments were chalked onto a campus walkway by the UWL College Republicans and make references to several topics, including anti-Semitism. News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to students who say the message was disappointing. Good evening, Dua.
Ken, members of the UWL College Democrats say they believe the messages by the college Republicans do not represent the university as a whole and want students to know everyone is welcome. Earlier this week, the UWL Democrats tweeted 4 pictures of statements written in chalk by the college Republicans. The messages make references to anti-Semitism, vaccines, gender and sexuality, and gun violence. Chair of the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse's College Republicans, Megan Pauley, resigned shortly after and condemned those statements. UWL College Democrats say they appreciate Pauley for stepping down.
She should definitely be applauded for her action. It takes a lot of strength to admit the wrongdoings of your organization, but it takes it even more amount to step down and try and take steps to right the wrongs.
UWL Chancellor Joe Gao sent a message to the UWL community stating the university supports free speech and students' right to speak out if they choose to do so. The college Democrats criticized that statement, stating it was unclear. They say students want to be united against hate. Now, the statement that former Chair Pauley posted on the College Republicans Twitter page was deleted by the group, and I did reach out to UW College Republicans for a comment, but I'm still waiting to hear back. Ken?
All right, thanks, Dua. Advisor for the College Republicans, Anthony Chergosky, has spoken out against the messages on his Twitter feed. Chergosky says he will continue as the group's advisor only if the College Republicans apologize. Time to switch it up, talk some weather, and for that we send it over to our chief meteorologist, Bill Grahl.
Well, definitely another day with a strong taste of fall, even early winter conditions with light rain and snow showers scattered about the region. And check out these highs, only in the upper 30s to lower 40s for most. A little bit warmer down to the south, 47 in Prairie du Chien, 49 in Boscobel, 50 in Madison, but even those numbers are still well short of average. Passing clouds right now, and radar is still showing some light rain and snow showers scattered about, especially over Vernon, Crawford, Richland County, southern Monroe County as well. Another little batch up around Eau Claire, especially to your north and east. So again, keep that in mind if you have outdoor plans as this disturbance continues to kind of pivot counterclockwise around the region. We will see a slight chance of light rain and snow showers for the next couple of hours. Current temps are chilly, upper 30s to low 40s for most, and mid 40s down to the south. Friday night football forecast, again, a chance for some light rain and snow showers. Not every field is going to see this. Winds will be fairly light, but chilly temperatures in the 30s, so make sure you dress accordingly if you're heading to the game. Otherwise, partial clearing overnight, pretty chilly for mid-October. Overnight lows in the mid-20s to lower 30s, including 31 in La Crosse. What about that weekend? I will have my 8-day forecast, which of course includes the weekend, in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks very much, Bill. Well, the second and final debate for Wisconsin's U.S. Senate race featured more personal attacks between incumbent Republican Ron Johnson and Democratic challenger Mandela Barnes Thursday night. The two candidates traded barbs early on at Marquette University. Johnson brought up the lieutenant governor's communications degree and called him a performer. Barnes then claimed Johnson's biggest accomplishment was marrying into his plastic manufacturing business. From there, the candidates dove into topics like Social Security, abortion, and law enforcement. Abortion has been an especially scrutinized issue since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and returned Wisconsin to an 1849 law criminalizing abortions unless it's to save a mother's life. Barnes again called for a return to Roe v. Wade protections.
I support us going back to Roe versus Wade. That was a law of the land that worked for 50 years. And Roe also allowed for some restrictions, but the reality is it has strong protections for the health and the life of the mother. And that's what we should be moving towards. Senator Johnson has sponsored 8 different national abortion bans. He sponsored abortion bans that had no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the mother. And that position is too out of touch and extreme for Wisconsin.
Now, in Johnson's response, Johnson again called for voters to decide the issue by way of a state referendum.
To decide at what point does society have the responsibility to protect life, balancing the rights of a mother with the rights of an unborn child. I can't think of a better way of solving this problem once and for all where most people would accept the results. In that scenario, I would have one vote. But the extreme position when it comes to abortion is the one that the Lieutenant Governor holds, which would allow abortions up to the moment of birth. Think of that. That is not where Wisconsinites are.
Now, that referendum process Johnson is advocating for isn't allowed under state law. A constitutional amendment would need to be passed to allow something like that. Johnson entered this debate with a 6% lead over Barnes among likely voters in the latest Marquette Law poll. Meanwhile, it's a big night in the extremely tight race for Wisconsin governor. Incumbent Democratic Governor Tony Evers has focused his campaign on abortion rights and claims democracy is on the line. His Republican challenger and businessman Tim Michels has focused his race on crime, saying Evers has failed to control it. And with the margins being so thin, the amount of ad spending becomes even more significant. In fact, national data shows this race spent the most money this week out of any other governor race in the country. Now, our sister station WISC is hosting tonight's debate between the candidates. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the studio, and our own Amy DuPont is a panelist who will be asking some of the questions. Two members of the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association will be moderating the debate, and we are broadcasting the debate right here on News 8. It begins at 7 p.m. The demolition of the old coal-fired powered plant in Genoa continues. Yesterday, crews used explosives to take down multiple structures. The highway nearby was closed down for a short time, as well as a portion of the Mississippi River behind the plant. Dairyland Cooperative decommissioned that plant in 2021, and it was in use for 52 years. A decades-long tradition to honor mothers and their children. During this National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Month, Gunderson and Mayo Clinic Health Systems will host the Walk to Remember starting at 4 tomorrow evening. Families will get a chance to honor their lost loved ones with a candlelit ceremony at the Mayo Clinic parking lot. Families can also write a name of a loved one on a river rock. Now, the walk, which started in 1986, will be just under a mile long, and all families can attend for free. In the meantime, it is a new beginning for Viterbo University. Rick Tritley was officially inaugurated after a full day of ceremonial events, including a procession and a ceremony at the Fine Arts Center. Viterbo faculty and their choir helped swear in the new president. Tritley's got a lot on his plate, but after just a few moments in his new position, he says he's already got plans for the university.
So we have to continually think outside of the box, think creatively, and follow our strategic plan. And I think if we do, we're going to continue to move the needle and make Viterbo a better university.
Tritley isn't a complete newcomer to the position. He started as interim president in the summer of 2021. Happening tomorrow, it is Historic Downtown Day in La Crosse. Families can enjoy history lessons and a special tour of downtown. There'll be live music, horse-drawn carriages, pumpkin painting, and some other activities. The fun happens from 8 in the morning to 7 in the evening. We'll have more information posted at news8000.com. Coming up, the January 6th committee calls on former President Trump to testify. He's calling it a, quote, charade.
Over 800 convicted criminals released. 270 murderers and attempted murderers released. 44 child rapists released. Tony Evers' parole commission has released hundreds of violent criminals early, including some of the worst killers in Wisconsin history. Evers' liberal policies are making our communities less safe. Tony Evers put criminals first and our family's safety last.
Expand your outdoor living space with our huge selection of landscape blocks from Menards. Get a free estimate instantly with our Design and Buy landscaping program. From patios, retaining walls, fire pits, and more, you can design the landscape of your dreams for free. Visit the store or Menards.com to get started on your next project today. Right now, save 11% on everything. Only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a pattern we can't ignore. Multiple women accuse cop Dave Estenson of abusing the badge, trying to coerce them into sex acts for years. They said Estenson asked teens for sexual favors to avoid underage drinking citations and threatened to plant evidence on one teen if she told anyone. Still another teen said Estenson sexually assaulted her. He couldn't be trusted as a police officer, and he can't be trusted as state senator.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial, or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
January 6th, Derek Van Orden and an angry mob march on the Capitol.
The Capitol, that's where we're headed to right now.
Break through police barricades.
Derek Van Orden, he and a bunch of his frogman buddies are on the wall.
And break the law.
Since January 6th, Derek Van Orden has lied about where he was.
And deleted an online post to hide what he did.
Liar, lawbreaker.
Don't vote for Derek Van Orden.
Center Forward Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th assault on the Capitol says it wants to hear from one other witness before it wraps up: the former President Donald Trump. Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
How do you feel, Mr. Trump?
Former President Donald Trump has responded to the January 6th committee's vote to issue a subpoena for his testimony and documents. In a 14-page letter sent to committee chairman Benny Thompson, the former president wrote about the anger and disappointment at the panel's actions, calling it a charade and witch hunt. Trump also slammed the committee for not looking into his false claims of election fraud and then appeared to side with January 6th attackers, saying the committee has targeted only those who were, as concerned American citizens, protesting the fraud itself.
The central cause of January 6th was one man, Donald Trump, whom many others followed.
The committee says Trump's election fraud lies fueled the attack on the Capitol.
We have left no doubt, none, that Donald Trump led an effort to upend American democracy that directly resulted in the violence of January 6th.
The committee reported that President Trump tried to come to the Capitol even as the attack was ongoing, but Secret Service agents stopped that from happening. New video shows House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's response that day when she hears the president may be coming.
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my mom. I would pay to see that. I've been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
Other video, shot by Pelosi's daughter, shows leaders of both parties pleading with the Department of Defense to send in soldiers.
Cannot be just we're waiting for so-and-so. We need them there now, whoever you got.
Time to get testimony from Trump is running out. The committee has until the end of the year to wrap up its work. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Still to come tonight at 5. If you're stressed these days, you might need a therapy that'll keep you afloat. And a new business in La Crosse has a literal way to do just that.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. It's been a chilly couple of days, and will this trend continue into our weekend? I'll have the answer coming up next.
Hi, Bob Pucci and Rocco for the Onalaska Gun Show this weekend at the Onalaska Omni Center off Highway 35. Admission is $8, 14 under are free. Show hours are Friday from 3 p.m. to 8, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday from 9 to 3.
In the Senate, Ron Johnson pushed tax loopholes benefiting himself and his donors.
Did my business benefit? Sure. Did some of my donor businesses? Sure.
But here's what Johnson's doing to us. He voted to raise the retirement age and allow cuts to Social Security. Even supports letting Wisconsin ban nearly all abortions and said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson works for himself, never us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
For 65 years, Blain's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true for Midwest families. And starting Saturday at 7 a.m. during Toyland opening weekend, this Blain's family tradition continues with great deals on the hottest toys, like Hot Wheels, Barbie, Melissa and Doug, and more. Plus, shop super weekend deals throughout the store, like these two-piece pet bed and blanket sets, just $19.99 while supplies last. Blain's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, making wishes come true for 65 years, starting this Saturday at 7 a.m.
At Toma Health, we provide rehabilitation care from expert providers.
My name is Erica Rosemary, and I'm a physical therapist for Toma Health. Quality care to me means treating someone the way that you would treat a family member.
Toma Health offers the latest technology and aquatic therapy to improve patient outcomes.
Our rehab services department truly cares about treating people as a whole and getting them to be the best version of themselves. Toma Health offers personalized rehab therapy close to home.
Joe Biden took $4 trillion from us taxpayers and he spent it. $4 trillion. And what do we get? We got higher gas prices, higher groceries, just about everything. Brad Pfaff, well, he backed Joe Biden 100% of the time. That's what you get when you spend your career in politics. Well, it ain't me. Let's try something different. Let's cut spending, balance the budget, and get America back on track. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Hi, Bob Pucci and Rocco for the Onalaska Gun Show this weekend at the Onalaska Omni Center off Highway 35. Admission is $8, 14 under are free. Show hours are Friday from 3 p.m. to 8, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday from 9 to 3.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
A group is shining a spotlight on dementia awareness. The Remember Project returns to the La Crosse area for 2 performances this week. The short plays Fortune Cookies and Steering into the Skid are an effort to bring awareness and resources to the community. Today's events began with a social hour and appetizers at the Ultra Federal Credit Union in Onalaska. After the performance, event organizers encouraged the audience to have a conversation about dementia. Experts say it's important to monitor yourself for any possible symptoms.
I would write down what you're experiencing and then having a conversation with your family or a trusted, individual in your life just to say, hey, I'm having some concerns, and really just getting it checked out just to ease some anxieties.
The Remember Project holds performances like these all across the state. The 2 plays shown this week will return to the area in November. We've got more information at news8000.com. And there's a new way to de-stress in downtown La Crosse. Garrison Therapies is bringing the first sensory deprivation float tanks to the Coulee region. These tanks have a layer of plastic between the salt water so you stay dry during the session. President of Garrison Therapies says floating can help with people experiencing stress.
I think that it could absolutely be preventative in regards to building resilience and preventing burnout. But if someone is already in burnout, this is a way for them to perhaps get themselves out of that fight or flight mode.
Garrison has 3 float tanks. One of the tanks is in a windowless room for a full sensory deprivation session. All right, time to switch it up and talk all things weather. And for that, we bring in our chief meteorologist, Bill Grahl.
Well, what a roller coaster ride this week. We topped out at 77 degrees on Tuesday, and the last 2 days 40s, 49 yesterday, and today only 42 degrees out at the La Crosse airport after a morning low of 34. So that is 21 degrees below average. 88 and 24 are the records, and a trace of rain and snow with some rain and snow showers in the La Crosse area. And like yesterday morning, some of you saw a light accumulation of snow, this time mainly in our northern, some of our western communities, also to the north and east of La Crosse as well. 41 degrees with a cloudy sky both downtown and also out at the airport. Winds are light and the Mississippi falling 5 feet. 39 in Eau Claire with a cloudy sky. You've seen some moisture as well. You can see some wetness between the lanes there. Winds out of the west at 7, making it feel like 34 degrees. So keep that in mind if you have outdoor plans tonight. You'll want to dress accordingly. We continue to be smack dab in the middle of that cold pool of air with 30s and 40s. Very nice conditions surrounding us. 50s, 60s, even some 70s and 80s in the Central Plains. Upper 30s to low 40s common right now for our neck of the woods. 37 in Black River Falls, some mid 40s down towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. Winds not overly strong, a little bit strong over Minnesota. That is causing wind chills around 30 in Rochester and Preston. Feels like 41 in La Crosse, 34 in Sparta and Eau Claire. Check of radar showing some light rain and snow showers from La Crosse and points south and east, and then another little batch kind of north and east of Eau Claire. Again, some light rain and snow showers, so really shouldn't amount to much for your outdoor plans. If you're heading to high school football games, just keep in mind that the chilly air will be the main driving factor tonight as another disturbance is tracking slowly east-southeast across the Great Lakes with the clouds, the light rain and snow showers and the chilly conditions as well. So Sky Tracker shows kind of those hit and miss light rain or snow showers through about 9 or 10 o'clock. Partial clearing overnight. It's going to make for another cold night. Tomorrow, some sprinkles or flurries perhaps north and east of Interstate 94. It's a small chance. Most of us will stay dry with kind of a mix of sun and clouds. And then Sunday, a little bit better chance for some maybe light rain showers or sprinkles, especially north and east of La Crosse. Zone forecast showing temperatures tomorrow a little bit better, mid to upper 50s across the county, right around 57 or so in the La Crosse area. Mid to upper 50s common in our southern communities. A little cooler as we head to the north though, especially Clark County. Highs there probably only in the upper 40s to near 50, right around 52 to 54 degrees in the Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls area. So for tonight, that chance of light rain or snow showers in spots. This evening, not everyone will see them. Otherwise, cold for this time of year. 31 for the low. Many spots in the mid to upper 20s, though. 57 tomorrow, a bit warmer and rather breezy Sunday and Monday, but turning cooler again. Highs only in the low to mid 40s on Monday and Tuesday. Overnight lows in the 20s. So frost and freeze conditions again Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights. Little warming trend later next week, though. 54 on Thursday, 59 on Friday, 64 on Saturday. And again, note the lack of precipitation across the area. It's been rather dry. That trend looks to continue.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill.
Okay.
For Westby Elementary students, painting pumpkins is much more than a fun fall tradition. After the break, details on how these kids are helping two ladies beat breast cancer.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, the season to give is on its way. With several weeks to go, volunteers are starting to set up Winter Wonderland to raise plenty of donations to those in need. And coats or no coats, our very own Derek Sibley helps us decide what to wear on your Monday morning. We'll see you then. Have a great Friday night. More News 8 Now is coming up after the break.
Fall Home Show Open House is going on now at the Board Store. Open till 7 Monday through Friday this week. Special coupon discount for visiting. Hope to see you there.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back, invest in our own workers, and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Serving Tomah, Black River Falls, and the surrounding communities, DeRusso Heating and Cooling is your alternative energy expert.
Meet a doctor who connects all the dots. Oftentimes, people with low back pain, knee pain, or hip pain don't even recognize that it's actually coming from their feet.
Their feet? For real?
Absolutely, 100%. It can have a domino effect because their foot and their ankle aren't supported properly. Their whole body is out of whack.
Getting back into whack? Good Feet arch supports could help.
Keeping your body in good alignment, that can go a long way.
Come in for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Punishing inflation, retirement savings evaporating, home values crashing, and Mandela Barnes is oblivious. Barnes just supported a massive tax increase on middle-class families and an army of IRS agents to go get every penny. Barnes also supported Biden's student loan forgiveness plan that cost every taxpayer $2,000. $2,000 less to survive on. Can you afford Mandela Barnes? Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
One local school is helping to beat cancer one painted pumpkin at a time. Westby Elementary held a pumpkin fundraiser today to help raise money for two area women currently fighting breast cancer. While the kids may not understand what cancer is, the school principal says that they do understand what it means to help someone.
And what kids know is that cancer is an illness. It's something that has touched all of them. In some way or another, they know somebody that has some cancer. They don't know necessarily any more than that, but they know that they can help people and they can show compassion.
The fundraiser will continue to take donations until this Sunday at 5 p.m. We'll post a link at our website, news8000.com. And the pumpkin love doesn't stop there. Valley Market in Coon Valley is showing off some of their biggest and best today. Displayed out front are some of the more massive ones. Patrons had a chance to take part in a Guess the Weight contest for those beauties. The market first opened in 2011. Bill will have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
I am Fritz Leinfelder, and I am running for La Crosse County Sheriff.
One of my top priorities will be to focus on ridding our communities of drug trafficking organizations who are bringing in drugs like heroin, methamphetamine, and fentanyl. It is my intention to locate, arrest, and interrupt these drug trafficking organizations so that our children feel safe when they go outside. I am Fritz Leinfelder, and I approve this message.
Plan ahead at the 2022 Fall Home Show, only at the Board Store. Visit our kitchen showroom, bathroom showroom, tile and flooring showroom, siding and gutter showroom, window and door showroom, sunroom and deck showroom. All you need, one location. A team of designers, carpenters, electricians, and plumbers to serve you start to finish. And the lowest prices of the season at the 2022 Fall Home Show, only at the Board Store, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
When all is said and done, here's 3 things to remember. 1. Only Tim Michaels would ban abortion in cases of rape or incest and jail doctors who perform them. 2. Only Michaels Family Foundation funded an extremist group that uses cell phone data to track women near abortion clinics. 3. Only Michaels ran a company where women say they were pressured to have sex with their bosses. The only one with a radical agenda like that is Tim Michaels, and the only one who can stop it is you.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport, both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now, for a limited time, get $500 retail order bonus cash on a 2022 Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
I would never bill someone twice for the same job. But Tim Michaels has a record of doing just that. Michaels billed Wisconsin taxpayers twice for the same construction job, totaling $400,000. And you and I paid for it. And once he was caught, Michaels tried to charge the taxpayers an extra $52,000 just to fix it. That's totally dishonest. I never trust anyone like that as governor. Tim Michaels is wrong for Wisconsin.
On this Friday night, we are going on the road with an emotional support animal that you're going to have to see to believe. That's all tonight on this Friday edition of the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 Now at 6, the final week of the regular season for Wisconsin Prep football, and our sports crew is ready for a high-octane News 8 highlight zone. Central and Logan battling for the Arc of Victory, while undefeated West Salem and Aquinas squaring off for the Cooley Conference Championship. We'll have live pregame reports from both of those games coming up at 6.
And if you're heading out to a game, bundle up. Chance of some light rain or snow showers in spots this evening. Otherwise chilly. Temperatures in the 30s, bottoming out around 31 in La Crosse and mid-20s to the north and east. 57 tomorrow, so not quite as cool. 48 on Sunday, rather breezy. Just a small chance for a shower. If you want to check out the fall color this weekend, peaking in Eau Claire, Clark, and Jackson counties. Pretty good colors around La Crosse and Winona as well.
Thanks, Bill, and thanks for joining us tonight at 5.